And when you have any sizable population in the country that sort of turns against its own nation and harbors antagonism and feelings of disenfranchisement and feelings of alienation from its own nation, your country is in trouble. I do think that a lot of black people have taken to the holiday because of what they think it symbolizes. And Jason, yesterday, Steve Dace, obviously fellow Blaze, host and sort of social commentator, noted that he doesn't see, much red, white, and blue in any of these Juneteenth celebrations. And I responded, part of that is because Juneteenth and the end of race-based chattel slavery is seen as another stepping stone in the fight, both nationally and globally, for black liberation. And that's why many people are probably seeing a lot more green, black, and red, the colors of Pan-Africanism, than they are the red, white, and blue of America. I will say this, to the extent that signals any sense of alienation that black Americans have towards their own country, that is a problem. Now, I speak as the child of immigrants, right? I grew up in New York City. I've been in this country my entire life. I've only been educated in this country. But my roots don't stretch back 400 years. Not here, not to my knowledge. But the vast majority of black people in this country are descended from freed black slaves. And when you have any sizable population in the country that sort of turns against its own nation and harbors antagonism and feelings of disenfranchisement and feelings of alienation from its own nation, your country is in trouble. In the same way, if you had a child, it doesn't matter what order they are in the birth order, that hated its own family, it's going to be frustrated because at once it simultaneously realizes this is the only family I have and that I've known. This is the family I was born into, but I don't feel a part of it, and I'm going to destroy it because I think I can build something better. That type of worldview and mentality rarely ever leads to anything good.
Well, and I can understand why Steve Dace is bothered because, again, what if we want to attach all this emotional energy to our ancestors, he has a right to attach his emotional energy to his ancestors. And he's sitting there saying Pan-Africanism did not win the Civil War. Mostly a group of white Union soldiers sacrificed their lives. That's what won the Civil War, and they were doing it under the red, white, and blue American flag. And so you can't then say, oh, well, we're going to create a holiday that credits and celebrates a group and a movement that had nothing to do with winning your freedom. And like people, hundreds of thousands of Union soldiers, the overwhelming majority of them white, sacrificed their lives. And you can say it wasn't all over slavery and there was other issues, but a lot of it had to do with slavery. And so I don't blame them for seeing it as off-putting. But the other thing that just confuses me is like it's clearly a holiday targeted at black people that misses the mark even with black people.